What's goody to any and everybody who may be listening? Okay. Let's get into this family reunion. Okay. So I believe the year was 2017 or 2018. Could have been 2018, but I do believe it was 2017. This family reunion with the Dozers, the Andersons, and the Massenbergs. I think there were some other last names there too, but whatever. Okay, those are the main three that we need to be concerned about in this state of address. Okay. So I was feeling some type. I was already feeling something going on. There was some magic already in the air. There was some magic being thrown around at that time, and I do believe it was relating to my ex relatives or whatever witch doctors, whoever they had, whatever secret societies were doing all the magic. Because all of this shit, mind you, was being done behind my back while all of these individuals played in my face to some degree. That they were always in my space or in my vicinity around me. I ate these individuals' food, and this is what they were doing. Not only were these individuals sitting around doing magic nonstop, because they had to do the magic nonstop, they were occupying space within my aura, within my energy. They had chunks of my light. They were occupying my light. Oh wow. Okay. Um. This family reunion was one of the first eye openers. Okay, because at this time I was still involved with the quote family. I was still, living in Raleigh, North Carolina. At this time, why was I was feeling some type of way already, but I decided to go to this family reunion. Like I said, there was some sort of magic I feel like was already being thrown around at this time anyway. And things were different then. I did not have as many of my soul fragments back. I did not have a lot of my memories back at that time. My gifts, my powers, I did not have that at that time. The sort of the karmics were still, if you want to call them karmics, were still more not in control, but you know what I'm saying. It would have seemed that they had the upper hand at that time, which they were messing with me, girl. Of course, they didn't have the upper hand. But so I went to this family reunion, and the whole time I was in shock at what I was seeing with these individuals and these eyes. It was the eyes for me. And where I realized that many of the individuals in the bloodline or there had they were like soulless or inorganic portals. Many of them were, and even if they were not that, but most of them were that. But even if they not were that, there was some sort of evil eye that they were throwing towards me. Okay, I do recall that after this reunion, for about maybe a week, I was clearing emotions. I was in my body clearing because of all of the attacks that I had suffered going to that reunion. Okay, but I'm just gonna be getting into some things in particular that occurred. I I gotta get into her first, Miss Tiffany Star, girl. You know I gotta get you because the reason I gotta get you is because first of all you fake as hell. Okay, I don't already said you was basic. Look, I don't want to be real mean on a superficial level about you. What really got me with you, Miss Tiff, and I don't like you, don't think I like you just because I'm calling you Miss Tiff, bitch. Okay? The, excuse me. The thing that got me about you at that family reunion was that you sat there and act like you didn't see me, bitch. You know you seen me. Bitch, I was the brightest star. I was shining the brightest in that room. You chose to go the fuck here, there, and everywhere and hug all the everybody else, bitch. You tried to leave me out. You let a bitch. I peeped that. The purpose of that was to harvest negative emotional energy. Okay, but the thing about it is that, bitch, I would not have cared about your little shade, your snub, bitch. Cause who the fuck are you? Bitch, you are basic as fuck. You ain't got no person, baby. I could go for days on you. Those fashions and those fashions, Miss Thing, that you call yourself rocking from its fashion, honey, and and city trends. Okay? But that would not have been a problem. And I'm gonna get into this next about the film of my ex great grandmother Rosalie. We gotta get into the funeral because of see, she did the same thing at the funeral. And was very shady and mean towards me, bitch, at the family functions. See, that's how I knew that she didn't want to be seen with me or seen talking to me because of conversations that you know the family had already had. The family. Oh, I can't wait to break into the family and these motherfucking ancestors that ain't that wouldn't exist if it wasn't for this world right here after that rape to keep you stuck here in this matrix. Okay, but I'm gonna get into that soon. um, where the fuck was I at? No. Oh yeah, this motherfucking reunion. Um, Tiff Star. The way she did at Rosalie funeral. Okay, she did the same thing to me at the family reunion, which was maybe a year later. So that's the only reason why it felt some type of way. I felt some type of way about that snub at the reunion because she had did it at the funeral. Which at the funeral I sort of just blotted it out because bitch I'm always the flyest thing. Well, just about. But at that time, especially when I was Matrix centered or more Matrix centered, I was always the one. Now I'm always the motherfucking brightest light in the room. It's no shade. That's just the truth. So she did what she did on purpose to make me feel some type of way. Okay, let's move on from Tiff Star. Talking about her name, Tiff Star, bitch. Where? Bitch, you from girl? You what? You been in Raleigh your whole life. You been sheltered up under your mama titty your whole life, and being raised wrong at that. Okay, let's move on from her. Okay, go motherfucking snub me at the reunion after she did it at the motherfucking funeral. See, that's what you don't do. And then after that, bitch, I was done with her. I had put her on my do not call shade list. Bitch, don't even look at this bitch. And then a couple weeks later, I saw her at the motherfucking store. This bitch all in my motherfucking shit. Bitch, I was over it. Bitch, I didn't even. Bitch, if I spoke, I barely spoke. Okay, she was what? Okay, anyway, let's move on from her. Let's talk about girl. I gotta come up with a nickname for her. Is it gonna be Whoopi? Cause that show what I used to call her back in the day. I used to call her Whoopi when we was cheering. Um, my ex sister, she had this way about her where she went around these people and acted like the motherfucking holiest is thou angel. Okay, and she was just running around there acting like a motherfucking angel. I was looking at this bitch like, bitch, you are the fakest in the world. Okay. Let's move on now to Sharita. Sharita was running around there acting drunken and out of control, like a child. Very much so like a child. It's how she was acting at that funeral. I mean, at that damn reunion. Okay. The food was disgusting. Who cooked that food? Is what I want to know. And why did they cook it? And why did y'all serve it? Okay. I was getting the evil eye from everybody there. Everybody there. Okay, there wasn't one individual that I didn't get the evil eye from. Maybe except for Kelly, but even he's on the chopping block. Okay. What else about it? My departure. I'm going to talk about my departure, leaving out of. I had enough of the attacks. I had enough of the eyes. At this time, I had no idea that that's how they were getting me and continuing to suck me by the eye contact. Okay. And when I left out of this, this building that they were holding this reunion at with that nasty ass food, guess who was sitting at the table? The motherfucking bishop. The bishop, Lizzie Anderson, was sitting at that table. And now I was awakened at this time, but I just was not awakened to just how sinister the shit was. You know, at this time I was more so a light worker, loving light, you know, all of that. I had no idea that all of this had transpired. You know. So when I had walked out of that building, she was sitting at that table. The way she was looking at me, I had never had an evil eye or felt that type of energy just by the eye. See, her eye, the eyes was already fucked up because of the bifocals. But that evil eye that she gave me when I left that building, I ain't gonna lie, it shook me up. Because it wasn't even like that was. It's like that was the final evil eye. Like boom, I got you. After everybody else done got they lick in, giving me the motherfucking evil eye. There she was sitting. She had to be the final one to give me that final evil eye before I left out that building, and she was sitting right there, ready to give it to me. Which she did. The Bishop Lizzie. in the next episode, I'm going to be getting directly into the funeral of Rosalie Doja, my ex great grandmother. Ooh, I am saying all these names, child. And I ain't worried about it. Bye bye.